Sheffield. Got my car being MOT'd in Chesterfield, so I did walk around there last year, did a bit of filming, so now I'm going to go for a little walk around Sheffield because my car takes several hours to be MOT'd and checked over, and I need some repairs doing, like a parking lane that doesn't work for me, so that's going to take some time. So with this, I'm now going to show you the train. It's the Liverpool Lime Street train. Well, I get it from Chesterfield to Sheffield, takes about 15 minutes or so. A little bit of the outside there, so see you in Sheffield. So arriving into Sheffield now. Then I get to do an hour or so exploring. Like I say, only a tiny journey from Chesterfield to Sheffield, but it's all good. There goes the conductor. Oh, it's getting dark. Through a tunnel. Reflection. Right, I'm going to try and manoeuvre off the train in a minute as we're getting in, and then we'll have a little walk around Sheffield, eh? Okay, now in Sheffield Station. Quite loud. Right, up the stairs. Last time I was here would have been October time to watch the course in Sheffield Arena with Natalie and Brulio. Right, got to find our way out of here. So yeah. Of course, the big sporting event happened here recently, which was the snooker at the Crucible. We'll walk by there later as well. And then get an idea what it's like. And here's a sign. South Yorkshire by train or tram. So they have the trams around here. You can get to Meadowhall. And there's different trains. You get to Barnsley, Rotherham Central. Even all the way up to Grimsby and Cleethorpes. Hull, Scarborough. Or Donny. So this is a bit of a view of Sheffield Station, and then we'll start walking out in a minute. And the first thing you get with Sheffield when you walk out here is this big mirror type thing. It usually has water coming down it like a fountain. And look at this fish. It's called the salmon of steel. A steel salmon. All very interesting. This is the front of the station in Sheffield. Now let's walk down past the steel salmon in towards the city centre. Straight across the road there, for people who don't know Sheffield very much, that kind of archway down there is to the bus station. So if you need to get to the bus station in Sheffield, straight across there. Let's have a look at this. Big shiny, you can maybe see me through the reception. And this is the way towards the city centre. As you can see, the mirror is a little bit smaller now. It goes from small to big. Right, I need to cross. Directly across the road is Sheffield University. It says Sheffield Business School at the top. Another part, Hallam University. And here it's saying Howard Street, Cultural Industrial Quarter. So there we go. Right, to cross, you can. And let's walk up the road. It's like a pub here for Howard. And some building work. And up here some scripture. It's supposed to be, I don't know. I think it's a Sheffield type thing in a kind of a Shakespeare kind of way. Anyway, let's get out of breath walking up this hill. And let's see what we can see. Look at what these balloons for at this pub at the Globe. Something's happening there. These real balloons? Yes, they are. It's alright. They looked plasticky, but they were balloons. Now then, this Muriel say? Then now. Now then now. Tongue twister of the day. I always get them when I'm filming. House to food and drink. And where am I now? I'm going to walk down here. There's a casino there. Quite a tall building. Sainsbury's on the bottom, don't know what's at the top. We need to cross anyway that gets towards more of the city centre. Let's cross there. Yeah, so Sainsbury's in a huge building. I don't even think Nottingham's got a building that high. Right, let's carry on walking. This is the casino. This is the architecture of this building. Looks like cubes, metal cubes at different angles. Then we have something called the World Bar. Cocktail kitchen, over 100 gins. If you can see through the window, there's the casino. What do you have at the World Bar? Pizzas, your burgers, your chicken wings. One of the many bus stops. If you want to get to Rotherham, there's your bus. And this is the casino. £1,000 jackpot and what? Fortune 8. Don't know what Fortune 8 is. It sounds like fortunate. Only if you win. Australia, a prize. Right, let's walk up here. There's the Roebuck Tavern. So yeah, a bit overcast today. Not the best, but we'll deal with it. I think it's sunny this afternoon. Right, you're going to see some more Sheffield. I know, maybe we won't near the Crucible soon, because that was obviously on telly a lot recently, and last week on Channel 5 for the seniors, which for this year I didn't go to. It's usually good to go to the Crucible, just to watch a bit of snooker. It's quite interesting. Right. Where are my bearings and where are we? I always know the little trick. I think I need to walk down here. The little trick is always, if you're in Sheffield and at the train station, walk uphill to get to the city centre and walk downhill to get back to the train station. And it's very windy, so apologies for any wind muffling on this video. Spans a little windbreak there. There's a Browns, there always seems to be a Browns in a city these days, and a Bella Italia. They've got a big massive outside seating area in Bella Italia. That's quite an old architectural type building. Let's look down here. Big steel walls with water coming down. And a reflection of me. Now I'm sure this is the Winter Gardens. So that pigeon is having a bath. The Winter Gardens was part of the production for the snooker championships. I don't think I'll be able to film through here. Let's see what it says on the signs, but if I can cut through, this takes you straight to the Crucible. Let's have a look. Right, let's walk through. Maybe get stopped in here. All very pretty in here. Very tropical. An elephant. So yeah, I think the snooker table might have been over there in the Winter Garden. Some more arty stuff here. So yes, in the Winter Gardens where they were doing their snooker tricks and stuff. Let's see if we can walk across actually. See where the snooker table would have been. All those crowds of people. Would have been around here, definitely. Hey up, what's this Michael Jackson thing? Mary J. Blige, Michael Jackson. Just a bit of bio of him. Really? 400 million records. Let's have a pan around. Oh, we did to do this music here. With our Michael, but yeah, the snooker table would have been here. Let's walk to the Crucible. There's a guy setting up the music, is Michael. So as we walk outside, there is the famous Crucible Theatre, home to the World Snooker Championships since I think 1974-ish, somewhere around there. So it's been here, I think, longer than me. The Crucible building has, of course, but the Snooker Championships held in Sheffield would be, and last bank holiday Monday, the Sunday just before that, this place would have been packed for the final. And the Chinese lad won it, I forgot his name now, but he beat Mark Williams in the final. And I think he's the first Chinese winner ever of the World Championships. And Ronnie, unfortunately, I think he fell at the semi-finals or the quarters. It's not quite himself. He just needs one more to break the record to be world champion. I think he's stuck on 7 at the minute, the same as Stephen Hendry. He gets 8, then he's there. But yeah, anyway, this is the Crucible. This is where the snooker magic happened. Think about it, back in the day in the Crucible, Dennis Taylor versus Steve Davis in '85. It went to 17 each, and there was that black ball game where Steve missed an easiest cut for a professional kind of standard. Missed it, and then let Dennis have the opportunity to pot the black, which he did do, of course. It's famous in snooker history. And he won the title where he went like that with his upside down glasses. So yeah, so that is the Crucible. And that is the Winter Gardens. So if you're looking on telly thinking, where are the Winter Gardens? Straight across. It's very handy. Very handy for the snooker stuff. Okay, let's walk away from here. And I'm going to stop for the minute actually. So yeah, a little bit of Sheffield.